为主嘛。
我没有去过。
你有吃过吗？
我吃过的印度料理是，马上想到的是印度煎饼。
我们要煮的应该是有一个 curry。
我觉得印度料理就是辣，连红色应该也会用很多的香料啊，这样。
我很怕我们要做难吗？
难吗？我不懂难不难，
你真的不明白我在讲什么
完全不明白。
？OK，我希望我们不会煮那个。
我只是希望可以简单一点，拜托拜托哦。
今天的老师来自南印度，曾接受过专业的厨师培训，厨龄超过20年。他今天给主持人准备的都是南印度的美味佳肴。
哇！Hello， 你好。
Hi, Vanakkam, please come.
印度菜可简单分为南印度菜和北印度菜。高温潮湿的南印度以米为主食，偏爱含辣多汁的咖喱料理，而大量香料的运用不仅能激发食欲，也让菜肴的味道更丰富。
谢谢谢谢。
谢谢。
哇，
哇，
好多食物哦。
今天很多东西吃啊。
对。
Are we using our hands to eat today?
Yeah, why not?
没有用过手吃饭，想要尝试，但是有一年觉得，可能做不好，就很像在玩那个饭，就担心的是多一点。OK。
Before we eat the food, I'll just show you what is the custom of laying the banana leaf. So banana leaf is a traditional way of eating. So it helps to add more micronutrients into the food. So it helps to stay younger forever. It's because the leaf contains a lot of antioxidants.
哇哦
Okay，
很健康的盘子的盘，很健康的盘。
So if it's a good occasion like marriage or gathering of friends like you guys, so always the tip need to be on the left hand side. If there's a funeral or something,
Oh.
the tip will be on your right hand side. Okay, then now laying the food. You don't want to feed a lot of deep fried foods to the children or the guests. So you always put next to the salt. So when it's wider, you can put more healthy stuff.
哦，我明白了。所以你看这边的香蕉叶面积比较大，
对
所以主人家想要请我们吃比较健康的食物，他就放比较多在这边。
For today is a good occasion. I want to start from the sweet.
Oh, it's sweet.
Yes.
What is this? 这个叫什么
laddu.
哇，很甜很甜。
We can start from sweet, so it helps to get saliva for the good digestion because it's a quite heavy meal. So if you don't want to use all the rice, maybe you can make it into half. So now I'm going to serve the chicken curry.
OK，我有用手吃过，可是我不喜
不习惯哦，我从来没有用手吃过，除了上次我们体验的那个泰国餐，体验了一下。
Use your finger to make near to the mouth. Use the thumb to push into the.
好，
Okay. Good. So there's 5 states in South India. So but I use a 4 states food here. This is a mean polchadu. Is from Kerala. So Kerala they use a lot of shallots and also they use a lot of coconut milk and coconut oil.
And also fish, right?
Because it's a river and sea, so they use a lot of seafoods.
那个酱真的是很好吃。
那是它是比较咸一点，我还以为会很辣，但是不会很辣。
不会。
不辣。
The next one is chicken. is from Tamil Nadu, especially where I come from. So I am from Karaikudi, it's called Chettinad. It's very famous for food, but here is different spices. A little spicier when compared to the fish.
比较辣一点，而且很香。
很像 I was about to say that, 很像。
The next one is the Andhra Pradesh, the mutton.
这个羊肉很软，
这个呢，就相对来说比较酸，因为还有这个菜，那么它很酸。
They call gongura leaf, so they'll add sourness to the dish. This vegetable is made of coconut. There's no much spicy in it. Again, it's from Kerala. The next was beetroot poriyal is Karnataka. So all the South Indian in your leaf.
哇，
all on one leaf.
One leaf, yes. The most challenging part now. The next dish is challenging.
哎呀，
现在要用手喝汤。
怎么办？我最难的是，因为它汤汁和饭它是分开的，它不粘稠，我还以为是直接倒入口中，直接那碗这样倒入口中，怎么用手喝汤？感觉这个汤要流下来了，怎么办？
What can we do?
The first thing, okay, now you mix together. So you can see it's just press harder. So like a porridge, let the rice absorb the rasam.
我想到那个秘诀是，放比较多饭，so it's not so like wet, right?
So now all the fingers need to be closed. You cannot be open up.
Okay.
Most of the times your fingers are opening. Now you cannot do that. You have to close. Then you bring the rice with the rasam and put it into your mouth.
Okay, okay.
好快！
Okay.
我觉得用手喝汤太难了，因为要很快，要有速度，而且它要有技巧。如果弄不好的话呢，你就是很散乱。
为什么有那个声音的？
No, you cannot do
Sunny.
that. For Indian culture, you cannot.
哦，不能。
Yes.
Okay.
Especially ladies must be very polite, you know.
哦，那个是很难的了。
哎喂！
So the last one we are going with yogurt. So this is finishing. So after this you can serve the dessert. So now because it doesn't have salt, so you can take some salt and mix inside.
Finally 用那个盐吃那个盐的盐很 very lonely。
No, no.
呀，在我印象中，优格就是一个可能甜品，可是没有想到优格跟饭原来是可以
一起吃的。Yeah, it transforms this dish into 好像 like a creamy curry, you know, like a rich gravy.
就好像新的一道菜，
对
另外一种味道。
对对对。
啊，
So now we almost completed, finished. Now the folding also is a custom. Okay? So you cannot fold this way. It cannot be opposite to you. If you do this way, I will come back. Okay? But if you from here, I don't want to come back. I don't want to join in this occasion. Like for example, if you go funeral, so make sure you have to bring everything into the center.
哦，
Okay? Then we have to close. So normally they will just fold here and here, and they will just take it out.
老师谢谢你
Thank you.
我还要来。
I'll be back.
好，老师，请问你要教我们做什么呢？
So today we're going to learn how to cook a biryani. This chicken biryani is a southern base because I am from southern part of India. I'm sure you never tried this biryani before. So what is so special because we don't use chili powder or coriander powder in this biryani. Okay, the first dish we're going to cook is brinjal salna. Is the accompaniment for biryani. So for our first thing, we will going to have around 100 gram of shallots. So you can cut into 2 pieces. Now I want you to cut into thin slices.
哇哇！
这么快？
Okay, how I cut, you can see fingertips
Yep.
to hold the ingredient. So you see the knuckle. This helps keep the knife away from your fingertip. If you hold this way, you have chances of cut your finger. Okay.
Dangerous.
So yeah. Onion is very important for Indian cooking because it adds sweetness and also add texture. So anything, everything must have onions.
Everything.
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 100%.
100%.
Really?
Not for the desserts.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, shallots ready. Now we're going to cut tomato.
OK，好，多看。
cut into half.
Done.
Then remove the eye. Okay, you can see I don't cut all the way.
Oh no.
啊，这个切法没有切过。
Why do you dice it like this?
Yes, it's easy to cook. You can cut into bigger pieces. It takes longer time to melt. So it's a kind of melt, but still you can see the tomatoes in the gravy.
Stop. Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
You see, you are pressing the knife. You don't press this way, you spoil the tomato. You see, I show you. See,
Okay.
slicing. You both
We're,
pressing the vegetables.
we're juicing.
So difficult.
Slice. Now eggplant. So first thing, we have to soak in the water, otherwise it oxidized. Next, so I'm just going to open some spices.
哇，也太多了吧，香料。
我们要用每一个香料啊 We're using every one of these.
Yes. Okay, we start from here. This is
We start from the one that's not inside here.
okay. This is called fenugreek. So for Indians, we don't use the spices only for cooking, and also we use for our Ayurvedic, like a medicinal purpose, like people who have a diabetes. So it helps to control the blood sugar.
我今天发现，原来印度料理呢是放很多香料的。那除了调色调味之外呢，原来对身体是很有益处的。
So now we go here. Okay, cumin, fennel, clove, mustard, cardamom, peppercorn. Remember?
来 ，Alison， 没有，还有写，还有在写。
Cumin,
Okay.
fennel, clove, mustard seed, cardamom.
Very good, excellent.
Only because I saw your finger go this way, that's why.
Okay, so for mostly biryani, you use basmati rice. You know what is basmati rice, right?
Long grain rice,
Long
长的.
So the basmati they use mostly for the northern Indian biryanis. But these are the traditional rice we use for southern Indian biryanis. So this is called cumin rice.
Humid 跟这个 spice 一样.
It's very similar.
Okay.
Very tiny rice. So now we're going to wash the rice. Later we're going to soak for 20 to 30 minutes. Now we're going to prepare the spice mix for brinjal salna. Okay, so 3 ingredients. One is a peanut, sesame seeds, and cumin seeds. So now it's hot. You can see the smell coming up.
Yeah.
Now we just transfer. So you have to wait until it's cooled down. Later you're going to help me to.
Dumbo.
Can you take me a turmeric powder? Okay, I want the same texture.
What?
Can you do that?
哈？
No.
Why?
I'm very honest. No. 我们去买啦. Biryani spice mix.
Okay. So what we can do, we are going to use this machine.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, so it's more like a paste.
Paste form. Next one, we're going to do spice mix for biryani. Cinnamon, clove, cardamom. So the ratio is 2:1:1.
Everything 都太多了，很多步骤，很多香料。
So now how you know it's done or not? Again, one is by the smell. Okay.
Oh, come out.
The second one by the texture. You see the crispier.
Okay.
Okay.
哇哦，变粉了，哇，很香哎。
Okay. Now our prep work is done. Now we're going to start cooking.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yes.
So now we're going to cook the brinjal salna. So can I have mustard seeds, please?
Sure. Mustard seeds are
哎，
somewhere in here. Chef, you pick and choose because I don't know which one is which.
这个，
Very good.
因为全部都用完了，是不是？
对对对
Okay. Okay. Now just add in the fenugreek, cumin. Yeah, here. Box.
我真的很怕我们把那些香料搞错，因为全部都是一粒一粒小小粒，又全部一样的。
Add in the shallots. Fry until it's soft, transparent. I always go with slow fire. So take
Okay.
your time to understand the heat.
我知道，可能有看老师煮的时候，right，他做什么，可是很难记得，什么时候老师用大火、中火还是小火。
Add in the eggplants.
Oh, okay. So is it till the brinjal is soft?
Soft, yes.
Okay.
It's getting, you see the color? changing, right?
Yeah.
Now we add in the tomato. Once the tomato starts soft,
Soft.
then we can add the other powders. 2 teaspoons of chili, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, coriander also 2 teaspoons. See, it's very thick, right? You know why? Because of the onion.
Oh.
So you fry longer, then it will melt and give you a thickness. Sugar.
他们说的
Okay, next spice paste.
哦，你看它的颜色的变化比较浅，而且很香哎，我很想马上下饭配饭。
对，配饭，所以我们现在要煮那个 chicken biryani。
Rani，
Okay. So here we're going to use 2 different types of fat. One is ghee, butter of a cow or buffalo.
这是什么啊？
There's a peanut groundnut oil. So slow fire, you have a chance of burn the ghee.
OK
So we have to add this peanut oil
OK
to balance the heatiness.
OK，
OK，
Okay. 1 bay leaf.
one star anise,
Okay. 2 piece of clove.
2
Okay. And 2 piece of cardamom. Cinnamon.
the stick。
No, just a little.
这个 Biryani 太难了，放很多的香料，很多的调味料，很多的步骤。
So we need to add the fennel seeds. Maybe just half a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of peppercorn. Now shallots.
哇，好乱哦！你看我的布置，我除了写放油，我就没有写。
All the tomatoes that's left over, right?
It's like 100 gram.
啊，薄荷叶和盐水。
Okay, just yogurt.
哦，yogurt。
Okay, now you add in the chicken.
All the chicken。
My responsibility is to 写下来 every single 步骤，因为我听得懂老师讲什么。And then 可乐是看火。
Now we have to add the spice mix.
I think 我一定要写下来多一次。老师在讲，在煮，很快呀。So I'm just writing, right? It may be out of order also.
Do you remember how much rice we use?
My cup is
One and a half.
Very good. So remember, every 1 cup of rice, you have to use 1.5 ml of water. Now we use almost 1.5 cup rice. Right? How much water we need to use?
3。
1.5 cup.
一杯米需要1杯半的水。啊，我觉得这个方法比较好啊。OK。
This is for 1 cup of rice.
Yes.
Then the half cup, how much water we need to add?
啊，
3/4.
Yes. So 3/4, right?
Yeah.
So half of water, the 1/4 cup I use the coconut milk. Okay? So the ratio wise, we have enough liquid.
Okay.
I don't understand。
Okay.
Me too. 老师 and his ratios. 哎呦，这个是 maths class 啊。
So after you add in the rice, you must be very careful because the starch will start to release and become thicker and chances of burning. So always you have to give a stir.
Biryani 最难的应该是 we've got to make sure 那个 texture, is correct. 不要太干 不要太浓。
So now you turn off the fire.
要放那个 ghee。
One enough. Okay, just sprinkle on the top. Our banana leaf, so just put underneath.
哦，把它盖上去。
哦
The water is almost going to dry, right? But the rice is not ready yet. The remaining part of the rice will cook from the steam itself.
Oh. Wow.
So make sure the steam doesn't go out.
哦。
Cook for another 20 to 30 minutes.
老师，那我们就煮好了。
Right.
Come on.
Almost ready. Now there's one last dish is the onion pachadi.
OK，为什么还有多一个？
Add the salt here. So I just leave it for 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'm going to squeeze out all the water. So it feels crunchy and also is thicker, not watery.
哦，比较浓稠。
I've never seen onion juice before.
是。
Now add in the spices. Make sure everything is coated. Then we put it in the refrigerator.
Interesting.
哇。
Okay, so we are here at the final stage where we're going to try our food.
老师，为什么这个不是黄色啊？
The yellow color is from turmeric or from the saffron. But I mentioned to you We are not using any chili or corianders. Our biryani is totally different.
它的饭是很软，然后很入味，那个肉桂的味道我很喜欢。
It's like very fresh. I can taste the garden in here.
Yeah，然后还有这个肉，你看它很软很嫩，配这个饭，哇，一级棒哎！
Okay, now you can try with the raita.
Okay.
就是我们第二次有一个配饭，但是我比较喜欢这个，因为它有洋葱，有口感。
对，我喜欢冷和烧那个 combination.
Now you can try with brinjal salna. Let's see how it tastes.
好，
If you find the biryani is very dry, then you can take the gravy and you mix well.
我觉得这个很好吃，可是比较辣。
茄子呢，它不会太软，软到没有口感，老师它刚刚好，而且很入味，有入那个咖喱的味道。
So every time just take as the first time. So don't scared or don't back up.
Well, there are so many steps. 你看我的不止有 so many pages, you know. 你看都是你的。
So when you go home, you just go through everything. It will be much easier for you.
虽然印度料理呢是有点挑战性，但是我们对我们有信心，对不对？
对，
有信心。
有信心。
要买印度香料来小印度准没错，可是我没想到老师会带我们来巴沙里的一个小摊位。
你不要看它小小，它有卖很多做印度料理的食材。
哎，这个不是老师教我们煮biryani的时候要用的三巴米吗？
Yes, correct.
It
The
is.
cumin rice.
那这个三巴米有什么特别呢？
So because it's very small in size, so you don't feel heavy after you eat biryani. Also is low in GI, so you no need to worry about diabetes. Okay, now you can see the variety of spices used for Indian cooking.
哇，可乐，你看这么多种香料。
晕了晕了晕了。
So do you still remember what I teach you for biryani, right?
No.
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. So what are the spices I use for the biryani spice mix?
对对对，那个 Three C's 是哪一个？
这
是这个 ，right？
这个
One more.
Cardamom,
Okay,
right？
cardamom.
是 clove 吧？clove。
Yes, yes.
哦，丁香丁香
冰箱。
丁
One
香，
more.
哦，
肉桂。
Okay, very good. You have identified all the spices. But there's a one question. So can you see the difference between these two?
我们应该用这个，因为有很多层。
啊，对了，老师说过的。
This from China and this is from Sri Lanka. Mostly they use this for the traditional taste to keep it the authenticity of the flavor. People believe that helps lower the blood sugar and also it helps to control the cholesterol and also keep you young always, like anti-aging.
抗老，这个还有抗老。
啊，
拿喽，
那很多很多。
很多了。
安哥，
刚刚摸摸摸。
摸，20 kg。
So this is the bark of the tree and this is the flower from the tree and this is the seed from the plant. In culinary world they call queen of spice,
这个 the cardamom。
cardamom.
Why？
Because it's a versatile of use. You can use for drinks, you can use for savory, you can use for desserts. Also you can use for medicinal purpose. That's why they call queen of spice.
哇，其实呢，这些香料都很有益处哎。谢谢老师。那现在让我们赶快去采购我们所需要的香料和食材吧，赶快赶快。
这是什么？
这有一个板，
小 something something。
小测验。
哎呦
所以制作组今天要给我们一个小测验，看看我们有没有做功课，有没有用功用心。
有，
哎呦，我很有把握，我信心十足，在能力范围里面可以做得到的功课就一定要做。
第一个是这个，
八角 ，OK。
哦，这个我知道，这
对，
个
这个绿豆蔻，
green cardamom。
不是这个是茴香。
哦
啊，
那这个是这个，
哎，不是，
Is it？
这个是小茴香，这个是小茴香。
这个啊，那这个是这个对吗？
这是茴香，
？OK。
荠菜籽
哦，这个是fenugreek
是葫芦巴，月桂叶。
胡椒，
你看
这胡椒粒，
对
很容易的这个
对，
cinnamon
肉桂，还有
clove。
香，噔噔，完成了，给我们这里掌声鼓励。
等一下，对吗？100分啊！100分耶！
我都说我信心十足嘛，因为我呢真的很有把握，我认识这些香料的名字。因为老师呢带我们去买食材，所以我们呢更加了解。但是呢，我们在家里也有做功课哦。这个好的开始就是成功的一半，所以希望等下我们煮可以很顺利，然后来宾可以吃得很开心，也给我们100分。
Let's go！
Let's do it！ 很多东西要切，我觉得这个小洋葱很难切，所以我先切小洋葱。
我切
番茄，
番茄
可以。这小红葱在我们今天要煮的3道料理里面非常的重要，因为
对
都有用到。
对，Was it like this？
好像很多水哦。
因为很难切，老师有跟我们讲不要压这么大力。我觉得今天 I didn't push as hard， 我还是要抓住它 ，otherwise it will like slide away, right？
话说回来，我们今天准备的这个 brownie。
Biryani。
brownie
No, biryani。 好。
brownie， 我们今天煮的 brownie 呢，它是呢准备给一些大型的宴会啊、喜事啊、婚礼啊吃的。所以呢，我们煮菜的时候，我们也是要抱着开心愉快的心情，那来宾吃才会很开心，对不对？
How can you be happy when you 切小红葱
那我就做洋葱 yogurt，
？OK，
就放多少盐？
I think 这样可以了。
让它平均了之后呢，就放在一边，等10分钟
好，
让它的水分逼出来。如果我不把这个水给挤出来的话呢，和这个 yogurt 放在一起，那这个 yogurt 就会变得很稀很薄。好的，噔噔，放进冰箱。今天恩来最压力的时候就是做测量师，他今天把所有的食材、所有的香料要量的，他都量完了。好，那我就腌这个鸡好不好？腌鸡
用 turmeric，
多少
1/4。
？OK。这个测量师今天一直在很专心的在测量，如果给他知道我放多一点点粉，可能他会崩溃。OK 啊？
你放太多啊
没有，我放这个1/4。
？OK。
好的，那我就开火，然后炒那个花生。
OK，那今天可乐 ，You watch the fire，OK？
我洗那个火 ，wash 吗？
不是，
嗯，
不是，看
哦，我
那个
看火，
火，
好，
好
开了。
，OK，好，可以了。
好的，
Next
白芝麻、
and cumin，
小茴香，炒到它金黄色，炒肉桂，
你的火这么小，我看不到，我在这里了，哎，
里面
有开火吗？
有，太大会 burn。
So the pot is too hot. Don't just leave there and stir.
Will
Chances
burn.
are burn the spices. So we take out from the fire and we just stir.
那我们现在要 blend，
对，这个呢有花生，有白芝麻，还有小茴香，我们已经炒好了，我们要做成粉。它是茄子咖喱的香料。
对，spice mix for brinjal。
You're right。我觉得
哎，为什么 ？Why is it wet？
太热，因为那个花生
太热
太热，还不够凉呢，我们就搅。
哦，
那你觉得可以吗？ 我
蛋
要有心情一点。完成了。
完成了。
接下来呢，我们就要做鸡肉香饭的香料，肉桂、绿豆蔻还有丁香。
加一点水，
没的。
好像不一样呢。
为什么湿湿的？明明老师的是粉状，那我们出来好像是有一点膏状，是不是没有加水？
为什么我想要加水
你口渴是吗？
？What turned out to be difficult was what I thought was going to be easy. 我不喜欢 double right， 我喜欢 blender right. Then in the end 用 blender, then I made a mistake, and then it was all wrong. No, my bad.
哎，没事没事，
I put in a lot more time this time round 去背那个 recipe 写下来，还有找老师去练习。我真的很想要做好。
再来，我们重做。
OK， 再来。
好，
Hello guys.
啊 ，Chef， 老师 ，please come help us。
有戏。
我看到老师撒地，我很开心。
因为在我们最慌的时候，老师来了。
It's okay, nothing wrong.
啊
Yeah.
？Actually，他说 nothing wrong. I mean, at that point, of course, I want to believe him, right? What?
You add water, is it?
A little bit.
Okay. So if you want, you can add a little more water to make it fine paste. Why people don't add water to make the remaining? You cannot keep it in the refrigerator. If it's dry, you can put it in the room storage for 6 months.
老师 he's such a nice man，他会纠正我们的 mistakes。
Okay. Okay. We can use it now.
哦。
OK。
老师，我可以问你为什么？This one is good.
No, no, no. This one you're supposed to add water.
What?
Yeah, it must be dry. You make it this dry and this water.
Oh no! Like the wrong way round. I'm still confused about the confusion. Like I still don't know how we screwed up so badly.
老师，你为什么会在这边？
You know, because on the day I didn't teach you sweets. So for that I just prepared.
This is sweet.
Yes, it's made of tomato. Back to my hometown, whenever they cook biryani, they have to have this dish because they find that it helps digestion.
谢谢你特地过来
Thank you, thank，
还带了甜品
Okay。
最好是你可以留下来啦。等看
No,
我
no,
们
I have other appointment. I need.
No, you don't. You've got no other appointment. Your appointment is here.
You
just
can-
stand there. You just stand there behind
Ice
the camera.
power, ice power.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, guys, enjoy. All the best. See you. Bye.
Thank you，
Thank you.
谢谢老师
Thanks，老师，拜拜。
So handsome 啊，today。老师真的非常贴心，非常细心，我真的很感动，很感谢老师的教导，还有对我们的用心。那我们开始我们的鸡肉香饭，最重要的小红葱。
因为这个是不是小红葱很多，look like 大红葱哎。
因为我们切的有点厚。
你看现在我开小火 right，好像 like nothing's happening。
如果是还在像老师有经验的，他就会讲哦大火还是小火这样。可是如果我们这些新人煮菜的话，还是要自己去感觉，哎，是不是有焖
I think 软了，那个番茄和
洋葱
洋葱。
？OK， 接下来我们就要放这个主角之一，
OK。
鸡肉。
哦。
鸡肉要炒到它的外层变白，但是不是熟。
现在我吃印度餐 right，especially biryani right，哇，我一定会 appreciate。I'll eat every single grain of rice。
OK， 滚了滚了。OK， 之后呢，我们就要关小火一点，然后我们就要加sambal
Sambal
rice。
rice。
搅的时候看到那个水分已经被米给吸进去了啊。
So 啊。
对。
酸 right，要加多一点那个盐。
今天我们有做到了2点，第一点呢是一直试味道，第二点呢是我们都是放一点一点一点加，我们不是砰这样放进去，
1 tablespoon of ghee.
然后再放切的盐水，还有香蕉叶。OK， 然后盖这个，然后我们移去旁边，我用你最喜欢的炖锅盖在上面。
对。
那我们现在呢，开一个小火，等20分钟，
好，
就完成了。
那现在我们要煮这个。
没有错，茄子咖喱、芝麻油、胡萝卜、芥菜，
是。
可以，还有
胡椒。
胡椒粒。OK， 所以这个呢要炒到它热火要不这样，对不对？我觉得呢，我们在烹饪方面呢，真的有在进步，而且做到了一些技巧。再继续努力下去，应该可以做厨神。茄子，对不对？
Yes. Most important.
茄子要炒到软，香料、辣椒粉、黄姜粉、盐水粉，加入阿桑水
好。像很干right？
OK， 我们先放这个阿桑水，然后再看看，
It's still 很硬嘞。
因为它没有水，它都煮不了。再继续努力下去，应该可以做厨神。
那个茄子啊，为什么没有软 ？It was like raw brinjal, okay? Raw 茄子沙拉嘞。
我们把全部放进去了，然后不要翻搅它，让它自己软。不软呢，它是硬哎。
I was like looking at the table， 看有什么材料，我忘记放里面 right？ 那个 table 空了 right？ 没有东西了吗？应该是加水咯。
OK， 你关很小火。好，来，那我们就再焖一下。
对，
我们时间也差不多了，嘉宾要来了，所以我们要布置餐桌，快点坐。来，
好，我们要布置餐桌。我们今天有应该是5个人。
这样我们5个人哎，那我们可以吃多一点。
啊，对。
这个香蕉叶，老师有说煎的放哪里？
那个比较小的是左边。
因为今天是开心的日子。
These ones 每个人3钵
OK，
也可以。
好。盛水。
快点，我们的嘉宾要来了。
不知道是谁哈，期待。
Hello，
嘉宾来了。
今天的嘉宾有乐于用味蕾体验不同印度美味的主持阿哥国亮，爱吃也爱说、具有语言天分的印度朋友 Das Didi， 以及精通南北印度菜系的资深烹饪导师 Sarab
Kapoor。Welcome。
Thank you so much。
是让你们看一下有没有特别有感觉。
我以为已经在印度了。
Yeah, I feel I'm in India, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said the exact same thing.
亮哥 said that. Chef Sarab said
他
that.
说期待才回答，
我没有讲，我觉得我在小印度。
Anyway，Before we start， 我们有一个很重要的东西 ，right？
是，对，你看我们的餐桌上呢是没有刀叉的，所以我们是用手吃，所以就要你们洗手。
OK，
OK，Let's go。好，首先呢，我先分发这个甜食 Hawar，
给你们盐。
就是如果觉得不够味、不够咸的话，可以自己放啊。
我故意今天没有吃午餐呢，
是吗？
要来支持你们。
没事，你很期待的啦。
我很期待，我已经期待，我就是现在有点怕失望。
我昨晚都没有吃。
你很期待又怕受伤害。好的，现在我们可以开餐了。那首先呢，我们先吃这个甜食 Hawar。亮哥怎么样？
好吃好吃。
来，你们知道为什么这个这么好吃
Who
吗？
made the halwa?
This was made by our teacher.
Oh,
好
wow.
这个啊
That's why.
Good start.
Yes.
Maybe after this, the standard is gonna drop as we go along.
Don't say that. OK，然后接下来呢，我们就可以爱怎么吃怎么吃了啊。
其实我之前去过印度不下4回啊，也跑过蛮多地方的，拍节目啊、带团啊、旅行啊都有。那印度一个最大的特点就是，基本上那边的饮食都是以咖喱为主，对吗？所以其实对我来讲哦，无所谓真正的和不真正的，对吗？因为本来印度有很多种咖喱，depends 你的香料放什么样子，对吗？所以对我来讲就是好吃不好吃。
对，
今天我吃，我觉得很好吃，
哇，
真的。
很合您的胃口。
这个 biryani 这个饭哦，它的香味很浓郁。他们比如说 chef 啊，或者他来自印度家庭，他们可能吃惯某一类的，他们比较有发言权。对我来讲，就是好吃很重要。
但是快吃完了嘞，要不要添多一点？
可以。
哦，真的吗？
哦
因为我支持你们呢。
然后你太饿了吧？
With regard OK， 关于这个 biryani， 我觉得有一点不够辣，不适合我的那个口味。但是如果很多人不喜欢吃辣的话，那他们会很喜欢。我觉得它的水分很好，不会很干，and 它的鸡也是很嫩，我很喜欢。
You know, biryani is made in hundreds of ways in India. So this is one of the ways of making biryani, which is from Tamil Nadu area. Not all can take more than this spice level, so you'll have played safe. And if I mix it with it, then it's perfect.
Oh, yay!
老师教我们的就是老师的这个香饭是配这个茄子咖喱汁的，是配在一起吃的。
一个 combination，right？
是。
我不喜欢吃茄子，
哦，
还有我不大喜欢这种咖喱，但是我刚才尝的时候，这个是我觉得我开始喜欢茄子了。
因为我们煮。
对，没有可以，大多数的咖喱我不大喜欢，因为它不够浓。这个比较浓 ，really 很喜欢，我很喜欢。老实说了，你们的 biryani 一般而已啦，你们的茄子非常的好。
What do you think of the raita?
Raita to me, it's too much onion. The idea is to have something cooling with all the spices that are going in, but I'm getting more spice here of the onions.
Oh, okay.
很成功吗？
很成功吗？
很成功啊！对啊，大家的 comment 基本上都很好啊。如果自己去一个 restaurant order 这样的东西，我会吃得很满意。
哦，
不错。
How do I know you made this?
There's evidence. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 cameras. They
看
filmed
我们
us
自己做的。
making.
Because this is a lot of work.
Oh yeah, you can say that again.
很难，我们太多步骤了。
I think you'll have done a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
All the effort you put in, biryani is not an easy thing to make. Even Indians find it very difficult, and it's made on certain occasions only. You know, when we have some celebrations, some festival, it's not an everyday thing that's made because it's a lot of work.
哇，可乐 not bad 你会煮东西哎。
当然，我只是没有拿奖而已吗？这次非常的感谢亮哥、Dan，还有
Chef Sarab, thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for this delicious meal. And I wish you all the best. Keep happy cooking.
耶！
Our pleasure.
谢谢
两位，辛苦了，辛苦了，好吃好吃好
开心的
吃。
吃。来，我觉得我们今天的表现还是不错的，因为你看印度料理这么多步骤，这么复杂，这么多香料，但是我们还是有惊无险的完成了。
我觉得今天的挑战真的是很难很高，
压力很大吧？
压力很大。
但是其实我很开心，每一集呢，我们都有学到不同的东西。我也觉得好像烹饪啊，不是一朝一夕就可以突飞猛进，很厉害煮，需要经验的累积。
I mean, even though 现在我很累，有很多压力，我觉得好像 achievement unlocked，
有很大的满足感。
对 ，we have climbed a mountain，
值得的。
值得 ，what is good？
Worth it，worth it，
worth it， 值得，对，
worth it，
worth it，